Yo, what's going on, y'all? This your boy Shug. This is I-95 Philly. Represent, y'all. Listen, man, my topic for the night, man, touchy subject, but I want to definitely speak on it because it's a part of the culture. Just something that's been on my mind. It's been all over social media. I'm pretty sure everybody already know about it. And that is the murder of Pnbrock, rapper out of Philly, man. Now listen, anybody from Philly that's have been trying to break down that door to get into the industry knows how tough it is to make that happen. So for him to have actually broke down that door and was making his way, for his life to have been taken the way it was taken, over something senseless. It don't matter what it was over. Nobody deserves to be murdered. I don't care what the circumstances are. Nobody deserves to be murdered. But it's real tragic that the young man was gunned down like that while out at a restaurant with his girlfriend. Now the story goes that, the street politics. You know what I'm saying? The street politics is basically on the tip like the reason why he got hit up was because his girlfriend put down a location to where they were eating at, which was Roscoe and Pete's. They was in Cali. They was in California. And Roscoe and Pete's like a real famous fast food joint. A lot of people like to eat there. You probably heard a lot of people talking about it in movies and TV shows and even in songs and rap videos and stuff like that. But it's a lot of Roscoe's chicken. It's a lot of Roscoe's in Cali, whole lot. But they was actually in the one that was I believe was in South Central. The South Central is the hood, right? But a lot of people were saying that because she dropped that location, that's the reason why he was murdered. I get why people are saying that. Like I said, that street politics. That's how, But my thing is this. I was actually having a discussion with a good friend of mine. And, he opened my eyes to something that I didn't even think about. But for real, in the back of my mind, these thoughts was in my mind, but for some reason they just wasn't, coming out. But by everybody sitting back saying that this girl got him set up or whatever, or she's responsible, my thing is anybody want to acknowledge the fact that even though she did that, a crime was still committed? You understand what I'm saying? It's like everybody's like just ignoring the basics, and the basics is that a man was murdered. They were trying to rob him or robbing him, and he ended up getting shot. So my thing is like the whole world is acknowledging one thing, and that's that she dropped that location. And that's the hood politics right there coming out of the average black person anyway. It's real messed up, man. It's a real touchy subject, but it's like this stuff gotta stop, man. And it's like people saying stuff like, oh, it's her fault because she dropped the location and everything. It's like I'm not gonna say it's absolute what I'm getting ready to say, but it's kind of like you're giving a pass to like the people that committed the crime, because it's like nobody's acknowledged that these people murdered this guy. Nobody's talking about that part. They're just saying, oh, she shouldn't have dropped the location and this and that and the third. It's like, whoa, wait a minute. This dude was murdered. Whether she dropped the location or not. Like, the bottom line is, the problem is that we got to stop this murder, like this black on black thing. All this killing, all this nonsense that's going on right now, gotta stop. That's what it comes down to. It's not about nobody dropping no location. It's social media. That's what social media is. That's social media. Do y'all understand what social means? The social media platform is to share, like, you know, so you have every right to share and do whatever you want on your social media platform. It's like you got your own voice. I mean, you have the right to post whatever you want on your social media. You do. It don't give nobody the right to come rob you and shoot you up. Like it don't. Like, let's take the hood politics out of this thing, man. Somebody was murdered. You know? And it's just funny because it's like, if it was a robbery, right? How come he was the only one that was targeted? Like, if you look at all the reports, nobody said that everybody in the restaurant got robbed. They just said, no, they went straight for him. So what does that mean? It don't necessarily mean it's because she dropped that location. Like, anybody could have just been in that restaurant and saw him and made a phone call. Somebody that worked there could have made a phone call. Like, these are all things, you know, this is just my opinion. It's not fact. I'm just saying, like, we can't just put the blame on her. That's all I'm saying, because that's nonsense. But if y'all don't know who he is, I'll tell you who he is. Pnbrock. Real name, Rakeem Hashim Allen. Born December 9th, 1991. Died September 12th, 2022. He was young. He's making his way, man. And it's funny that this date, I'm looking at the date, it's definitely the day before Tupac was murdered. Anybody that know me, big Tupac fan. Like, you know, I'm a big fan of his music, his movies, his philosophy. I mean, the Pac was deep. Pac was deep. So it is kind of ironic that, you know, he died a day before. But that's neither here or there. It really isn't, you know, I'm not into all that conspiracy stuff. So, but he's better known by his stage name, Pnbrock. Was an American rapper, singer, and songwriter from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. He was best known for his single, one of my favorite songs that he made, Selfish, which came out in 2016, which peaked at number 51 on the U.S. Billboard Hot 100. That's impressive, man. That's, like I said, coming out of Philly, that's impressive, man. It's so hard to get through that door, man. I tell you. As well as his feature on the song Cross Me by Ed Sheeran alongside Chance the Rapper. He also provided uncredited vocals for Triple X 10. I never can get this boy name right. Y'all know what I'm talking. Triple X hit single Changes, which reached the top 20 on the same chart. Wow, man. Like, you gotta do better, man. Like, seriously. Like, y'all giving people, like, y'all making it like it's the norm, and it's not. It shouldn't be the norm. Even though it really is the norm, it shouldn't be the norm. Like, people should be fed up, like, tired of it. Instead, everybody just going around, oh, she shouldn't have. No. They shouldn't have. They shouldn't have killed them. I mean, if you're going to rob them, just rob them. You know, listen, like I said, man, material things can be replaced, but your life can't be. Life can't be replaced, man. So it sucks that, I don't know, I wasn't there. So I don't know exactly what transpired. I'm just going off the reports. And right now I'm about to read off this CNN report of basically, you know, what was reported on what happened that day. Rapper Pnbrock was fatally shot during a robbery in Los Angeles Monday. Los Angeles Police Department Chief Michael Moore said Tuesday police responded to a possible robbery at Roscoe's House of Chicken and Waffles on West Manchester Avenue at 1:15 p.m., where they found a victim with multiple gunshot wounds. LAPD Captain Kelly Muniz said during her news conference Monday evening. Moore confirmed the victim was identified as Rakeem Allen, also known as Pnbrock, during a Tuesday meeting with Los Angeles Board of Police Commissioners. Just yesterday was a very high-profile murder that occurred in a southeast area local restaurant involving music artist by the name of Pnbrock, Moore said. Mr. Rakeem Allen was apparently with his girlfriend or a friend of his as they're enjoying a simple meal. Allen was brutally attacked by an individual who apparently, we believe, came to the... See, here we go. Even the cops are saying it. Even the cops are saying it. Yo. That's crazy. That just really threw me off because even the cops is saying the cops is even saying it, man. Was brutally attacked by an individual who apparently, we believe, came to the location after a social media posting of the artist and the woman accompanying him. I'm getting all tongue-tied and everything because it's just, it's frustrating, man. Like, people, man. What's wrong with us? What's wrong with our people, man? Moore said a picture of the pair's meal had been posted on Instagram with the location tag. He said a black man attacked, I like they emphasize that black man, didn't they? Attacked the rapper at the restaurant, demanding his property. Pnbrock had an extensive amount of jewelry and other valuables. Now listen, everybody know that the average rapper likes to rock that jewelry, man. They iced out, they cold chilling out. You know what I'm saying? Y'all already know how. So it's the lifestyle. It's the lifestyle, unfortunately. But like I said, all those things can be replaced. Like, that's why you get insurance on everything you own. That way, if something happens, it can be replaced or whatever need be. But at the end of the day, man, it ain't worth killing nobody over, man. No amount of diamonds, jewelry, none of that. Listen, if it mean that much to you that you gotta have it, then have it. Here, take it. As long as I get to go home, be with my family, be with my kids. Listen, it'll be a hurt piece, but at the end of the day, I'm still alive, man. That's all that matters. So I insist that, listen, this is not the movies. Somebody got a gun pointed in your face, telling you to give them something. Don't try to be a hero. Don't try to be listen, forget about what everybody be saying. Oh, you're a punk. Listen, let's be realistic. Is it worth your life? I don't think it is. I don't think it's worth your life. I don't think it's worth you being taken away from your family, friends, and loved ones. No, it's not worth it. No. Like I said, though, this is just the report I'm reading from CNN. I wasn't there. I don't know how the altercation went. All I know is that it happened, and unfortunately, that young brother is deceased now. After a verbal exchange, the suspect shot the victim. Woo! So they basically had an argument. So man, it's just, you know what I'm saying? Like, so they had to have, either they knew each other, or I don't know, what could they possibly be arguing about? Like, I'm not going back and forth with you, bruh. Listen, I wasn't there. Like I said, I wasn't there. A verbal exchange. The suspect shot the victim multiple times and fled in a getaway car in an unknown direction, according to Muniz. The victim was transported to a local hospital and died at 1:59 p.m., according to Muniz. She said no one is in custody. Of course they ain't. and there is very little information on the suspect at this point. I don't know why I'm all sometimes like I can't read something, like I'm just literally I don't know what's going on. I don't know, maybe it might be a little, emotional right now because like this shit got my blood boiling, man, because it's nonsense, man. It could be that could have been any of us. Like, don't get me wrong, I ain't rich, I ain't balling, I ain't got diamonds and all that kind of stuff, but people rob people for less, and things like this happen. So don't get it twisted like it can't happen to you. It can. Mr. Pnbrock was shot and killed and lost his life there simply over the jewelry and valuables that he had on his person. It's nonsense, man. No way how you cut it is just utter nonsense. Got to do better as a people, man. It's like Minister Farrakhan said. He said that in the 60s, they knew who the enemy was. Whereas though now, you don't know who the enemy is. The enemy is us. Understand what I'm saying? The enemy is us. Like, you can be at a gas station. You can be at a... Listen, lately, things been going down at the craziest places, craziest locations. The worst place I've ever seen anything go down is on an airplane. An airplane. Y'all thousands of feet in the air and y'all rumbling? Our people, man. Like, even people at one of them little golf courses, that everybody like to go to, rumbling there. In the airport. On vacation. Like, listen, you ever planned a vacation before? The time, the money, and energy you got to put into planning it, and you get out there and you fighting people in the sand on the beach or in a bar. Like, you can't travel all this way to have a good time and you fighting, getting cut up, bruised up, locked up. You gotta do better, man. And it's crazy because it's always like the people that's doing all the dirt and everything. We all got family. We all got family. We all got kids and stuff like that. They be the same people that probably go home to their kids and be like, listen, you gotta do good in school. Man, you gotta do good in life. Like, you telling your kid to do good in school, but yet you out knocking dudes over their head for their jewelry or shooting at people and stuff like that. Like, what? Reverse psychology? Nah, it starts with you. Can't tell your kids to do good if you ain't doing good. I don't understand that. Don't be like me. Don't be like me. Be better than me. All right, but set the example, though. You're the example. You're the road. They're following behind you, no matter what you say. And the crazy thing about kids now, they know and see everything. They know and see everything. Social media is a mug. It's a good thing and it's a bad thing. Because you can get into anything. Not even just social media, just the internet, period. You can get into anything. Whereas though back in the day, when I was growing up, none of this stuff existed, man. I just always wondered, like, how it would have been if the things that we have now existed back then. Like, not the bad parts. I'm talking about the good parts. Like, me personally, I think, because like I said, you can see everything now through social media, through the internet. Like, you see these ball players and these football players making all this money, getting these big contracts. You can see it. Whereas though back in the day, you had to pick up a newspaper or you had to catch it on the news or ESPN, and you had to have cable to do that. Whereas though now you can pick up your phone and look up anything. It's there. Anything. So you see these things. So it's either going to inspire you to do right or it's going to inspire you to do wrong. Right now, that's what it is with the kids. Like, some going to take advantage of it and do the right thing, and then some going, unfortunately, do the wrong thing. Like, but bottom line is, We got to cut the street politics and look at the real problem. The real problem is us. We got to get it together. We want our kids to do good, but while we do bad, like that doesn't make any sense at all to me. I want you to be better than me. I don't want you to be like me. I want you to be better than me. I want you to be better. I want you to be better. How I'm going to be better if you're not better? Understand what I'm saying? Kids watch everything, see everything. They know. They ain't stupid. These kids is different. You see these babies? They can walk at an early age and climb into refrigerators and all kinds of stuff. These kids is different now. So with that being said, we got to set the example. You know, all this black on black crime got to stop, man. Just, matter of fact, not even just black on black crime. Everything. Any kind of crime. Anything that causes harm to another person. It got to stop, man. It got to stop. Like, it's been going on for a long, long time now. Like, it's crazy. Like, you go from slavery, and then you go through civil rights and police brutality, the Black Panther Party, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X got assassinated. All those things happened just so we can turn around and be the way we are now. It's like they did all that stuff for nothing. And I hate to say that because it's kind of offensive, but it's the truth. It's almost like they did all that stuff. Don't get me wrong, everybody not doing it, though. That's the only thing that's good. It's not everybody. But it's overwhelming. It's overwhelming everybody because you see it all the time, every day, all day. It's all you see. Like, literally, you'll see, like, on the news, like I'm going to talk about Philly. Like, I know it's bad everywhere, but I'm talking about just Philly right now. In Philly, you'll literally see, like, 6 different reports of people getting shot, murdered in one day. In one day. That's not good. It's not good. Especially when it's real. You're like, damn. You be like, yo, I go in that store all the time. Somebody just got shot in there. I be in there all the time. Or I know him. Yes, we just gotta do better, man. Listen, I'm all about peace. I believe we all can live out here in peace. I believe we really can. Like, there's no real reason to be jealous of anybody else because the opportunities that I have, you have. It's all about taking advantage of it, going for it, grasping it. You know, there's really no excuse. There's really none. Unless you got shackles around your feet, you know, and your arms is placed behind your back, you behind bars. I'm talking about you free. You understand what I'm saying? Because pretty soon, man, I don't know how long this gonna last. Like, this genocide, man, you're killing your own people. And it's wrong. It's wrong, but we gotta do better as a people, man. But I will say this, there's a lot of good people out here that is trying to make a difference and keeping the peace. You know, I seen a lot of people having food drives. They had school drives with giving out book bags and school utensils and stuff for the kids at the beginning of the school year. So it's definitely good people out here, man. It's unfortunate that the bad is overlapping the good. You know, you see something bad, and something bad happens. It's everywhere. It's on the news everywhere, all day. Now, you see more bad news than you see good. But, you know, I ain't giving up on my people. I believe deep down inside, we all have the ability to change and do right. But you got to have it in you. Like, get the hood politics, man. Do what's right. You know? Like I said, you don't have to follow everything you see, or you could be surrounded by things that don't mean you have to, you know, fall in line and do the same thing. Like, I don't got no problem with people that smoke weed, but I never smoke weed, ever. Ever. And like I said, I don't have nothing against it. It's just that it's just something that I don't want to do. You know, everybody had their habits and everything, but that just, and people was getting hollered mug all the time around me growing up. When I was like in my teenage years, living in West Philly, Thompson Street, the dirty block, everybody was blowing tree heavy. Still didn't blow. Me and my best friend, we both, we good. I'm talking about people we was tight with was just blowing heavy. Ain't no, go ahead, y'all do y'all. We might go to Chinese store get something to eat. Y'all want my cop in the bag. We gonna go get a platter from the store. Get something to eat. But yeah, it's unfortunate what happened to Pnbrock, man. Coming out of Philly, like I said, making a name for himself. Had a nice career going. Probably was gonna do a lot of good things going forward. You know, like I ain't know him personally, but a lot of people that I know knew him, and they, you know, he was a good dude from what I've been hearing. You know, like I said, he made some nice music too. He had a different flow. He brought something different to the game. That's why he blew that door down for himself. And it's unfortunate that now it's all over, and all that's left is just music that he left behind and his family and the memories they got of him. And that sucks. But that's all I got for y'all right now. And I ain't even mentioned it. This is actually my first video on this channel under I-95. Yep, first video, man. Unfortunately, it's a topic that I wish I didn't have to speak on, but it was on my conscience, and I had to say something about it. So, I don't know, man. So, y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate the support, and I'll holler at y'all next time. Peace.